Hello, welcome to LMU Community TV News Weekend Edition. I'm Ashley Hurley. Thank you for joining us. A Harrogate man was indicted by the Bell County Grand Jury on 3 counts: second-degree terroristic threatening, third-degree terroristic threatening, and harassing communications. Earlier reports state that 36-year-old David Lunsford was arrested after allegedly making threats against a local pastor, his church, and school on his Facebook page. Lunsford was arrested on the charges on September 18th and was booked into the Bell County Detention Center on September 19th. He has remained behind bars since that time on a full cash bond of $25,000. The Bell County Sheriff's Office released a statement that they, along with the Claiborne County Sheriff's Office, arrested Lunsford after a complaint was filed by Pastor William Boyd Bingham of Binghamtown Church and Gateway Christian School. Bingham told authorities that he was alerted about the threats made against himself and the school, and the threats were reported to be on social media. The release states that the FBI contacted the Secret Service and, with the assistance by the Claiborne County Sheriff's Office, made a home visit to Lunsford's home for questioning. The Secret Service determined that they would not press federal charges against him, but he is placed on a watch list to monitor his actions. Lunsford is due back in court tomorrow on Friday, November 20th. A step forward in the fight against sexual assault in the area recently opened new doors. The Claiborne County Sexual Assault Response Team opened a new outreach building located on Main Street in Tazewell next to the Claiborne County Courthouse, giving victims of sexual assault a safe place to go locally. A representative with each law enforcement agency in Claiborne County, the Cease Shelter, and the 8th Judicial District Attorney Office are members of the team. Prior to the opening of the Outreach Center, law enforcement would have to travel to a medical facility with a sexual assault nurse examiner. Now, with the opening of the facility in Claiborne County, it is a step in the right direction for the agencies. The new Outreach Center will also allow victims of sexual assault to have a private and comfortable environment, giving them the opportunity to interact with law enforcement and the District Attorney's Office to begin the investigation process and prosecutions. By having the center centrally located in Claiborne County, it will save the officers hours during their investigation that was spent traveling. The members of the Sexual Assault Response Team were recommended members by District Attorney General Jared Effler. The Federal Bureau of Investigation defines an active shooter as an individual actively engaged in killing or attempting to kill people in a confined or other populated area. This worst-case scenario presents unique challenges for college campuses such as right here, Lincoln Memorial University. Work continues on the campus to educate faculty and staff on proper procedures if the scenario were to happen here. Director of Campus Safety Operations and Emergency Preparedness Facilitator Cesar Gracia, Campus and Public Safety Specialist Stephen Murphy, and Fire Prevention Director Jamie Snow have held active shooter training for faculty and staff throughout the campus. The training focuses on dealing with an active shooter incident and further prepares faculty and staff on how to respond to the incident as a first responder and how to handle both the shooter and any victims. Gracia told LMU Community TV News that in light of all the active shooter situations that have been happening across the country, they want to have the officers and armed guards trained on how to use the safest protocols to protect the students and faculty on campus. If you are interested in furthering your education, or if you are interested in criminal justice or public administration, you are invited to attend the reception to introduce both programs. The reception will take place at the LMU Duncan School of Law in Knoxville tonight, Thursday, November 19th. The Paul V. Hamilton School of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences master's programs, including the Master of Science in Criminal Justice and the Master of Public Administration, both are currently registering for the spring classes that will start in January. The degree programs can be completed in as little as 18 months and feature night classes to suit working professionals. You will be able to meet faculty and administrators from the program, as well as representatives from financial aid and admissions. The reception will be held tonight from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock, and if you would like more information on the programs, you can contact Mark Travis at 865-531-5325 or email him at mark.travis@lmunet.edu. Dr. Zach Throckmorton, Ph.D. and Assistant Professor of Anatomy at LMU's DeBus School of Osteopathic Medicine, will present Homo naledi Strides Again. The presentation will take place this Saturday at 11 o'clock at the East Tennessee State University General Shell Natural History Museum Visitor Center and Gray Fossil Site in Gray, Tennessee. In his presentation, Dr. Throckmorton will discuss the process of discovering, describing, and sharing Homo naledi, the newest member of the genus Homo and a close relative of humans. He will answer questions about Homo naledi's appearance and how it interacted with its environment, as well as how it is related to people today. Another topic in his presentation will be the appearance that Homo naledi initially deposited bodies of its dead in a remote cave chamber, a behavior previously thought limited to modern humans. So be sure you can check that out. But coming up, we have the latest furry friend from the Claiborne Animal Shelter in this week's Pet of the Week segment, so be sure you keep it right here on LMU Community TV News.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. At work or at play, you're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Oh, hey. She's cute. Nice going, man. Things are going great for you. You've earned a night out. Good drinks, good friends. Yeah, we can go ahead and call this a good night. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Not smart. Yeah, I saw that coming. Say goodbye to her. Ouch, that'll hurt your bank account. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. I hope you like eating frozen dinners. Alone. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to the shelterpetproject.org and meet if you are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener who loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to the shelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
Lincoln Memorial University is grateful for the many alumni, friends, and community partners whose contributions enable students and campus community to achieve excellence. To tell us more about National Philanthropy Day and how you can become a part of giving to LMU, here's President B. James Dawson and Vice President of University Advancement, Cynthia Witt.
Individuals make it possible for Lincoln Memorial University to award over $400,000 to students who choose to learn with us. These are individuals who will ultimately go out into the community and make a difference for our society.
And every year LMU partners with other philanthropic organizations like Mission of Hope and Remote Area Manacle to make a difference in our community.
So we ask you to join us on Friday as we begin the LMU Season of Giving. That's Friday, November the 20th, and during lunch we will have the opportunity for you to learn more about our Season of Giving, and there will be an opportunity for you to participate behind the dining hall. Please join us and give to the students who deserve to learn at Lincoln Memorial University.
Thank you, Dr. Dawson. If you want more information, feel free to go to #GivingFriday or go to our website, www.lmunet.edu, or call 423-869-6394. We look forward to seeing you on Friday.
And also, if you would like to donate before or after Philanthropy Day, on Lincoln Memorial University's website, you can go to the tab Giving in the upper right corner and choose how you can contribute to LMU. The holiday season is upon us as many prepare for Thanksgiving holiday just a week away. Following Thanksgiving, Lincoln Memorial University will continue to celebrate. So to tell us more, here is President Dawson.
Happy holidays. I'm Jim Dawson, the president of Lincoln Memorial University, and it is my delight to bring you season greetings and to tell you a little bit about some of the things that will happen on our campus over the course of the next few weeks. December the 3rd is a big day, and I want to invite you to a holiday reception in the President's office, formerly the President's home. This will be an occasion for us to come together and celebrate from 1 to 3:30 on December the 3rd. Please join us for a festive occasion at the President's office.
The festivities will continue through that day with more events that you and your entire family can participate in.
Jim Dawson, the president of Lincoln Memorial University, and it is my pleasure to bring you greetings on behalf of our academic community and tell you once again that our campus will be alive during this part of the season, and we invite everyone in the community to be a part of the activities here. Put on your calendar Thursday, December the 3rd. The Women of Service Christmas Festival will occur on our campus from 3 to 9 in the Quad. The Knoxville Symphony Orchestra will have performances at both 4 and 7:30 in the Sam and Sue Mars Performing Arts Center. And the lighting ceremony for the big tree light on our campus will be at 6:30 in the Quad. Please join us for all of these events and be a part of the Christmas celebration at Lincoln Memorial University.
During this time, Lincoln Memorial University will serve as a barrel collection location for the Mission of Hope 2015's Christmas Drive. The Christmas Drive will focus on the collection of new toys, clothing, non-perishable food items, and full-size hygiene products, not the travel size. Celebrating in their 20th year, the Mission of Hope Christmas campaign aims to help over 18,000 children and their families in Southeast Kentucky, Northeast Tennessee, and Southwest Virginia with food, hygiene, new clothing, and new toys. For more information about Mission of Hope, you can contact their office at 865-694-4673 or email info@missionofhope.org or visit their website, missionofhope.org. Now it is time to continue our latest segment on LMU Community TV. LMU Community TV and the Claiborne Animal Shelter join forces to bring you the Pet of the Week segment. Now these furry faces are available for adoption at the animal shelter, so let's introduce you to today's Pet of the Week, followed by your sports update with Adam Haley. Hey everyone, I'm here again with Liza from the Claiborne Animal Shelter, and today she brought with her Belle. And tell us a little bit about Belle.
Well, Belle came to us. Her owner surrendered her because they weren't able to take care of her anymore. She's 2 years old, and she's a Beagle mix. She's spayed. She's house trained. She's what I would call somebody that comes, you know how they say no assembly required?
Right.
That's what Belle is. You just take her home, and she's ready to go. She's a little couch potato.
Yes.
As you can see, she's very, very laid back and chill.
Okay.
She'd probably do well in a family with
Right.
kids, just
Okay.
because she's just so chill.
Yeah, she's very chill. This is what she's been like since she's been
Yeah.
here. So tell us a little bit about the Beagle mix to get, families.
Well, now a
prepared.
Beagle mix will follow their nose.
Right.
So you want to have a fenced yard. I think a lot of the Beagles we get in, or mixes, come because they followed their nose and got
Right.
lost. So she would need a fenced yard. She's an indoor dog.
Okay.
She'd want to live inside with her family. And I would say that a walk would be nice, but she doesn't look right now like she cares one way or the other.
No.
If she goes on a walk.
No.
Do you? You just want to be sweet. So they say she's a beagle mix, but she's not acting like a beagle.
No, she's not at all.
She doesn't have
No.
the beagle energy.
She's
or
very
the,
calm.
Yeah.
She is curious though, and she
Yeah.
does like belly rubs. We have learned that since she's
Apparently
been here.
whatever you're scratching right there
Yeah,
suits her just fine.
I think so. So tell us how a family would go about adopting Belle.
Well, what you would do is you would fill out an adoption application, and we've got that online
Okay.
at claiborneanimalshelter.com.
Okay.
That's our website. Or they can come in and fill out an application
Okay.
and meet Belle. If they have other family members or other pets, we do recommend bringing them in.
Okay.
Not cats. We can provide a cat
Yes.
for cat testing,
Yes.
but other dogs, just to make sure there's not a personality clash. The important part about this is a vet reference.
Right.
We want to make sure that any animals they've had are up to date on their shots, that they've been spayed or neutered. If they haven't been spayed or neutered, there needs to be a medical reason for it. If they're not fixed because they're breeding them, we will not adopt an animal to them.
Okay.
So, because we're trying to cut down on little guys like this who show up in the shelter with no place to go.
Right. Now, Belle, she is a she.
She's a she.
She's a she, and she has been
She's been spayed.
Okay, so
Yep.
she's
So what would be happen here is a family who passes the adoption screening, just walk right out the door with her.
all right.
She's good to go.
Well, go online and fill out your application, or stop by and visit Belle, and maybe you will make her a part of your family.
Welcome back. The Lady Rowlett basketball team traveled to Banner Elk, North Carolina Wednesday night to face Lee's McRae. LMU started the game on a 10-0 run en route to a 19-5 first quarter score. That would be a good enough margin for the ladies as they rolled to their first win of the season, 75-54. Kira Holland led LMU with 12 points, while Josie Harding and Megan Pittman added double-doubles with 11 points, 10 rebounds for Harding, and 11 points, 11 rebounds for Pittman. The ladies will now take the weekend off before their home opener on Tuesday against rival Carson Newman. The LMU men will be in action Thursday night at home as they'll play host to Hiawassee College at 7 p.m. LMU Sports Network will have coverage starting at 6:40 p.m. on 91.3 FM WLMU and on LMU Community TV. This will be the first home game of the season for the men and will be free poster giveaway night at Tex Turner Arena. The LMU volleyball team will be in action this weekend when they travel to Anderson, South Carolina for the first round of the 2015 South Atlantic Conference Tournament on Friday. The Lady Rowlett will be the 4th seed as they'll face 5th-seeded Catawba College. The two teams split the season series as the Indians won the first matchup in Salisbury, North Carolina on September 19th, 3-1, and then LMU won on October 24th, 3-0. The Lady Rowlett will be looking for their first postseason win since 2012 when they take on the Indians at 2:30 p.m. To keep up with the tournament, go to LMURailsplitters.com. The J. Frank White Academy High School basketball teams tipped off their season this past Tuesday when they hosted First Baptist Academy from nearby Powell, Tennessee. The Lady Knights attacked quickly and often against the Lady Eagles, scoring 16 points in the first quarter and 13 more in the second on their way to a 29-9 halftime lead. The Lady Knights cruised home after that for their first win of the season, 51-20. Berea Piercy led the Academy in scoring with 12 points, while Marilyn Smith added another 11. The Knights boys team took the floor for the nightcap, and this one turned out to be a tougher game than the ladies. The Academy found themselves trailing after the first 13-11, but fought back to take the lead at the break 24-21. The Eagles outscored the Knights in the second half 23-20 to tie the game and to send it into overtime. In the overtime period, it was the Eagles who got the last laugh as they outscored the Knights 6-4 on their way to the 50-48 overtime win. Frank Gayo and Brian Smith led the Academy with 17 points each in the loss, while Josh Lett led the Eagles with 17 points in the victory. Now at 0-1 on the season, the Knights will join the Lady Knights on the road this weekend in Kingsport, Tennessee, when they face Cedarview. The Bell County Bobcats will continue their quest for a state title Friday night when they'll travel to Corbin to face the Redhounds for the second time this season. Corbin won the regular season matchup 34-20. The Bobcats will be looking for revenge by using the leading rusher in Class 3A, Trayton Humfleet. Humfleet only needs 159 yards to reach 2,000 on the season. The winner of this one will move into the state semifinals next week. Now that's all for sports this weekend, but stay tuned. Joseph Lewis and Tyler Rowlett will be here after the break to let you know what movies are being released this weekend and what concerts are happening around the area when we return to LMU Community TV News.
There's one thing you can never have sex without.
It's not something you buy.
Or something you take.
In fact, there's only one way to get it.
It has to be given to you, freely.
It's consent.
Because sex without it isn't sex.
It's rape. Consent.
If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's on us to stop sexual assault.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Hey, Gabby, how you doing? How's the play date and sleepover?
Dad, it was great.
Awesome. Okay, I'm on my way. Hey, guys, what are you doing?
We're going swimming. We're going biking. Yeah!
I'll see you in a little bit, guys. I love you. Hi, babe. How was school today?
Hi, Dad. It was great.
Okay, honey, I'll be home soon. Remember, you're never too far away from your kids to be a dad. Reach out and take a second to check in, because sometimes the smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you, bacteria can hide in food and make you ill.
Wow.
But you can keep bacteria from ruining your day with 4 simple steps. Clean.
I'm waiting for the rinse cycle.
Separate. Cook.
Fire in the hole!
And chill.
We chipmunks are notoriously tidy.
Check your steps. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Hello, I'm Joseph Lewis, bringing you all the latest information in the world of movies. Coming to theaters this week after 4 years of build-up and anticipation is The Hunger Games: Mockingjay Part 2, the epic conclusion to Suzanne Collins' young adult book series turned blockbuster film franchise, in which Jennifer Lawrence's Katniss Everdeen bands together with Peeta, Gale, and her other allies to liberate the people of the debilitated Panem, with Donald Sutherland's nefarious President Snow as their #1 target. Helmed once again by Francis Lawrence, director of the previous 2 installments, Mockingjay Part 2 will undoubtedly be one of the biggest movie events of the year, and poignantly adding to its status as a must-see is the fact that it will be audiences' final opportunity to see the brilliant, sadly departed actor Philip Seymour Hoffman at work on the big screen. Also new to theaters this week is The Night Before, another in this year's lineup of Christmas-themed comedies, this time starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Seth Rogen, and Anthony Mackie as a trio of buddies upholding their yearly tradition of turning Christmas Eve into a wild, ribald, inebriated night on the town. However, the death of Gordon-Levitt's parents on this same night 14 years prior looms large in his mind, meaning that this holiday celebration may be their most heartfelt yet. Jonathan Levine, previously responsible for 50/50, directs and co-writes the film, while The Interview's Lizzie Kaplan and Boardwalk Empire's Michael Shannon co-star. Lastly for this week is Secret in Their Eyes, an American remake of Argentinian filmmaker Juan Jose Campanella's acclaimed crime thriller from 2009. Shattered Glass and Breach filmmaker Billy Ray writes and directs the film, with Julia Roberts starring as an FBI agent who is emotionally shattered when a routine investigation leads to the discovery that her daughter has been brutally killed. 12 Years a Slave's Chiwetel Ejiofor co-stars as her partner, who continues to pursue the murderer, alongside Nicole Kidman as their district attorney supervisor, and when a new lead crops up some 13 years later, Roberts faces the question of whether or not to take vengeful matters into her own hands. All 3 of these films can be seen in theaters nationwide starting this Friday, November 20th, and as always, be sure to check your local listings for special Thursday night screenings in the area. That's all for today in the world of movies. I'm Joseph Lewis.
Hi, I'm Tyler Rowlett of 91.3 WLMU and LMU Community TV, and here's your concert calendar for the week of November 19th, 2015. Coming Friday, November 20th to the Bijou Theater in Knoxville is Shaky Graves. He's a one-man folk band from Austin, Texas, and he's no stranger to Knoxville. He's supporting his new album, And the War Came. With a strong folk scene in Knoxville, he's found a strong fan base right here in East Tennessee. And speaking of the strong folk scene in Knoxville, my other event for this week is one of the top names in the genre, Dave Rawlings Machine. Dave Rawlings Machine will be at the Tennessee Theater on Wednesday, November 25th, and they're supporting their new album, Nashville Obsolete. Dave Rawlings' machine features the man himself with his longtime partner, Jillian Welch. They've had guest spots from some incredible musicians, from Old Crow Medicine Show to the legendary John Paul Jones of Led Zeppelin. Anyone who can have a member of Led Zeppelin sit in with them is definitely at the top of their genre. I'm Tyler Rowlett for 91.3 WLMU and LMU Community TV, and that's your concert calendar for this week.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Find fun activities to do, like boating and biking, or camping and hiking, plus much more. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
When I was 6, I had one thing on my mind. When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball every chance I could. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke.
I'm Paul George, and I want you to learn the signs of a stroke fast. F-A-S-T.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. Because the sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery.
Protect the ones you love.
Spot a stroke. F-A-S-T. Fast.
And that is going to do it for your LMU Community TV News Weekend Edition. Thank you for joining us. We hope you have a great weekend. For everyone here at LMU Community TV, I am Ashley Hurley, and we will see you on Monday.